Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so this video we're going to be talking about Filecoin, and this is my Filecoin 2024 top price. All right. And this is another data coin, right? Filecoin is another data storage coin, and it also has its own, blockchain as well. And so it's and the blockchain is based on proof of replication and proof of space time. All right, which nobody knows what the heck that is, Um, and the network also runs on a decentralized platform called Interplanetary File System. So, which is just weird as itself. But okay, anyway. But so some weird things there that you can look at it into it a lot more if you want to, and it is what it is. But that's what happens. Okay, that's what it is. So that's Filecoin. It's very weird. It's more of a, you know how like you have computers and we know the basics of computers, and then you have Geek Squad, which they know like the in and outs of computers. You know how computers smell and taste. You know what I mean? Like they're in computers, right? We know the basics of computers. They're inside of computers, right? That's Filecoin. Like these are the types of people that create Filecoin. They are obsessed with blockchain, right? And so they got all. I mean, they got the all types of different programs and things, and we just can't understand this stuff, right? They go deep into this stuff. They got masters and degrees and PhDs in blockchain, right? And so this is the people that have come up with this stuff, like with Filecoin, right? And so it's more than blockchain data storage. Of course, there's so much uniqueness to Filecoin and some of these other tokens as well that we can't understand because it's beyond our comprehension, right? So, okay, so this is Filecoin, and we're down 55% all time. So back in the well, actually not back in the red, but in the red, right? So that's this is one of the few tokens that have its that runs on its own blockchain that's actually down on the year, right? Okay, so 13. I see BNB there too, so it is on BNB as well. So you can get it on BNB. What else? What else can you get it on? You can get it on Who Smart Chain and also Heco. Okay. All right. So 13% to the upside in volume today, and also 1.81% in market cap to the upside today. Let's check out the year to year. It's only down two. It's basically broke even. It's only down 2.60 on the year. It's not bad at all. Matter of fact, it was up on the year just in January. January, this thing had gone up to $7. I remember we put it as one of the gems back in a couple months ago. Back here when I was doing the gems video. How did that turn out? This thing was at $3. We had it at one of the gems, just like we had Flare. Flare and Filecoin outperformed the markets between September to the peak here of January, and Flare's peak is still going up right now, right? So it's still going up. It's at 3 cents now, right? So Flare's still peaking and going higher. So and I wouldn't be surprised if Filecoin found support here and then continue to go higher, right? Look at this big smiley face here, almost like a nice cup and handle pattern is happening right now, and we're pulling in the handle right here for a big breakout to $10 plus here on Filecoin. So I gave you guys this one here for free, on YouTube, right, as one of the gems in my top 100. the top 100, looking at the top 100 cryptos and looking at finding some gems in the top 100. I think that was the title of the video. Flare and Filecoin were two big gems back in September, October, and they both went completely nuts to the upside. Flare tripled its price, and Filecoin more than doubled its price. So and nobody said thank you. Nobody said, what I mean? Like, I don't get thank yous. I don't get, no one sends me any mail. I have a mailing address, PO, but nobody has sent me anything in over 8 months. I was talking to the guy the other day about it. I was like, nobody even cares about currency anymore. It's like I've done so much that nobody even cares anymore. You know what I mean? And so maybe it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because if I was doing bad, then people would be writing me all types of crazy stuff, right? So I rather be doing good, do do good things, and people overlook me and forget about me, and or don't even appreciate me, than doing bad and people writing all types of crazy stuff about me, and saying all types of stuff on the internet about me. So it's either one or the other, right? So you either do good and people just and just not even paying attention anymore. It's like, we get it, currency. You've been this way forever, and then or do bad, and people be like, man, this guy. Let me write some bad things about this guy. Let me say bad things about it. Let me send this guy some bad messages and mail and stuff because he's doing bad, right? So you gotta take the good with the bad, right? So it is what it is. But Filecoin, Flare both outperformed the markets. Gave you guys that for free on my gems videos, and it went crazy, right? So, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys made some money on it. I'm not sure if you did or not, because a lot back then you guys used to tell me these things. Now you guys don't. So maybe it's better not to tell me, because it is what it is, right? You're trying to train yourself to have to not tell people just because when you make money, right? So you keep it to yourself now, and so you're more reserved, and that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. Okay. So we live and we learn, right? So, all right. So 500 million in circulation, which is not bad at all, right? It's pretty good. It's right where Solana is, right? Solana is around 450, 460, somewhere around there. So 500. And look, Solana is threatening $100, and this thing is at $5. So this thing is really undervalued here, very undervalued, right? But once again, it's all about marketing, right? Nobody knows anything about Filecoin. I can go down the street. I guarantee you, not one person will know what Filecoin is, or what it does, or what symbol it is, or what color it is, right? And so, maybe they'll guess. Everybody will guess blue because most of the tokens are blue for some strange reason, right? So everybody picks blue to be their token. So that's what it is. But anyways, it's a nice color. Blue's a nice color, of course. One of the favorite colors of everybody, right? Even women like the color blue. You know what I mean? So, um, anyway, so it's great with the eyes, right? It's just really great color with the eyes. Red is kind of harsh. Green is okay, but blue is just perfect for the eyes. But anyways, it is what it is. Okay, and there's all types of different blues, right? This is a different shade of blue than this one right here. There's North Carolina blue, there's Duke blue, there's all types of different blues. All right, so there's no max supply though, so you got to keep that in mind, that there is no max supply, and so that is something to worry about in the future, if they, you know what I mean. But for right now, there's the total supply is 1.9 billion, and so they could, I'm thinking, I'm not sure if they have staking on their platform or not. I don't know, but some of those coins might be locked up for staking purposes, or locked up for a liquidity purposes, or locked up for something else, maybe. Who knows? We don't know, right? But right now there's only 500 million. So so at 500 million, and I'm pretty sure when you go back to the all-time charts here, you can see that it went up here, and this was the bull cycle. They probably only had 100 million tokens in the bull cycle, right? So this tells me that they probably added another. They probably added 300 to 400 million tokens since this peak right here, right? And that's probably the devs teams wanting to get paid, and getting themselves paid, while because this thing absolutely exploded, right, in the bull cycle. So And look, this thing it says it came out in 2017. I don't remember Filecoin in 20. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember it back in 2017. I have no clue. I don't remember Filecoin in 2017. So I'm surprised that it was out that long. I don't remember it at all. And I was doing crypto videos all day long. I don't remember Filecoin. So it's one of the coins I don't remember. So I'm not sure where it was at or what it was doing, but I do not remember Filecoin back in these days. I've never talked about it back then. I don't even remember it existed. I don't know where it came from. So it's saying it was back here. I don't remember it though. So either way, it literally did nothing for years. And then it just exploded in the next bull cycle up to $200, almost $200. 193. Wow, that is crazy, right? So, and that's probably because it only had maybe 100 million tokens in circulation. It probably only had, maybe only had. Oh yeah, I think I do remember Filecoin now. Well, I remember it back here, but I don't remember it back here. I do remember it here. I remember when Filecoin had 50 million tokens in circulation. I'm remembering now. I remember Filecoin. I remember on CoinMarketCap. I remember it only having 50 million tokens. So that was a long time ago. Now, that might have been here, right? Back in these days right here, right? So and then once it pumped, I think that's when they dumped 400 million plus tokens into circulation so they can get paid. Of course, and I'm not, dumping is a little bit harsh, but they exercise their rights to unlock their tokens and cash out, right? The depth. So that they're allowed to do that. They lock them up so that the price could pump, and then they unlock their tokens, and then they or maybe you had a sig wallets or something. They signed them in, and they were able to cash out and become millionaires, right? But I remember when Filecoin had 50 uh million tokens in circulation. I'm starting to remember this coin now because I was like I don't remember Filecoin, but now I actually do. I am literally seeing it right now as I'm talking. I remember Filecoin. Matter of fact, I think it was on. I think I was even doing videos on it when I was doing videos on Poloniex. I can literally see when I was doing those videos on Poloniex, and I remember Filecoin. I actually do remember it now. That's crazy because at the beginning of the video, I couldn't remember doing those videos back in the day. Now that I'm talking, I literally see those videos while I'm talking to you, you know, and I remember Filecoin. And some of you guys that were with me with Poloniex, you remember Filecoin as well because we used to do charts on Filecoin on Poloniex. Now, how would I know that? I wouldn't unless God brought it back to me, right? Because I literally did not remember Filecoin at all back in those days until I said I don't remember it, and then all of a sudden I started talking, and then I can literally see myself talking about Filecoin on a video on a Currency 365 video while I was talking, and I said, "Oh, there it is, Filecoin." Now I remember. I was doing videos on it on Poloniex. That's how awesome God is, right? So when you think God doesn't exist, that's an example right there because I did not remember Filecoin at all. And the fact that I can remember having doing videos on Filecoin while I'm doing a video right now, that's incredible. Because some of you guys are probably like, yeah, Currency, you did talk about it back then on Poloniex, right? When you used to do videos on Poloniex. I didn't remember until God brought it back to me and I literally saw it myself. And so, yeah, so now I remember doing videos on Filecoin in 2017, 2018. I didn't know I did it, right? So, wow. Okay. Yeah, we did talk about Filecoin. I remember it now. I see it. So I see myself talking about Filecoin on video, and it was on Poloniex. How would I know that? I don't. So it's only one way God showed me to me, right? So, um, okay, there's thousands of coins I've talked about. How would I know that I talked about Filecoin on Poloniex? But I did because I can see it. And I know some of you guys were probably saying the same thing. No, currency, you did talk about it on Poloniex back in the days. Yeah. So I remember now. Okay. So that was awesome. And that was awesome. That was just an example of how good God is and what he can do and your giftings, right? And so I laugh when people say these things, God's not real, or this stuff's not real, and yet people can show you in real time, on video in real time, that he's, he's definitely real, because I would have never been able to remember that. Okay, so let me give you my top price for Filecoin, and because it does have 500 million tokens in circulation now, no longer 50. I remember when it had 50, when it had 50 million, I think it was, but now it has 500 million. So, okay, so it's a little bit harder to get to $200 with 500 million, but Solana, we got Solana going into the thousands, and it has 450 million. But the difference is Solana is so popular, and it advertises. Filecoin doesn't advertise. I've never seen an advertisement of Filecoin, right? And nobody knows Filecoin, if you walk down the street. But I guarantee you, if I say, "Hey, Solana," oh yeah, I've seen a commercial about that. I've seen a YouTube commercial about it. I've seen Facebook commercial about it. Ah, yeah, I know Solana, the Solana blockchain. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that know about Solana, right? Especially now that the meme coins are going crazy with Boink and Myro and Myra, you know what I mean, and all the other ones, right, that are on the Solana blockchain, right? So, is B Pinky on Solana? That's another one that's on the Mr. Beast dog B Pinky, right? That's on Solana as well, right? So I think so. So you know what I mean. So Solana is getting very very popular. Filecoin doesn't have any of that, not that I know of, right? I think Filecoin is I think there were some plays that happened on Filecoin recently, but overall, Filecoin doesn't have any of that stuff. Maybe it will in the future, and so that's the good thing about the future, is that maybe it will. Okay, but for my top price for Filecoin, I still think it's going to be high, because I still think Filecoin is ready to take off. I mean, we had it here at was that $3? Yeah, $3. We called it here at $3, and on my gem stuff and on Patreon, and this thing went to $7 really quickly. So I mean, this thing can move. When this thing's ready to move, it can move. And if it holds this level here, this $5 here, if it holds this level here, right now, this could be that could be a Head and Shoulders as well if it plays out that way. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully just a double bottom, right? And then because it doesn't have a curl, it's not curling this way. It's still underneath the smiley face. So as long as it sticks with a smiley face, it's gonna be okay. But if we start getting one of these and it curls like an umbrella, then that's a different story, right? So one of these, when you see that umbrella curl, then that's a problem. But right now, it still has that curly, it has a smiley face on it. So we can just say that this is not even a double bottom, but this is just support, right? It can be a support, and this is the Head and Shoulders right here. You see this head, and you see the right shoulder, head, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's the Head and Shoulder right there. And this was a neckline right here, and it broke it to the downside. So it already did the Head and Shoulders, right? So it already did a quick Head and Shoulders there on the yearly chart there. So that was a Head and Shoulders already. So the Head and Shoulders already played out. So that's a good sign. When the Head and Shoulders already played out and everything is good, then you're probably done, and now you're going sideways. You also had a double top there a little bit, but this is a support line right here that hasn't broken yet, and it's basically that $5 area. So just hold that 490 to $5 area, and then and then you can really take the next leg up. So I got this thing exploding, man. I really like this token. If they can get some meme coins on Filecoin, right? If they can get some meme plays on this thing's really gonna take off, right? So $50 is an easy target here for Filecoin, but I'm gonna go with $100. I think Filecoin is gonna absolutely explode here. So I'm gonna go and we called it at $3. It exploded to 7. I really think this thing can really get going. I mean, $50 will be a difficult area because there's a lot of resistance here, but this thing needs to go up higher. Solana's at $100. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this thing, it has the same supply. Like, this thing's going $100. So I'm gonna have this thing at $100, and then it has a chance to go to $1,000 to $3,000, $1,000 to $3,000 in 2025. So I'm gonna think big here. I'm gonna go $100 in 2024 top price, and then $1,000 to $3,000 in 2025. This thing is a gem. It's a sleeping giant. I wish they advertised more, but this is a sleeping giant, and it has a cool color. That color blue is usually always successful. So I'm just gonna go with it. $100. This thing is a freaking uh, sleeping beast. It's like Thetas. They're all sleeping beasts, right? Sleeping beauties, and they're gonna absolutely soar, in my opinion, at some point. And so we just got a quick taste with this move here, and I think a bigger move is coming at some point, and this thing is gonna go to 100 at the end of the by the end of the year. But man, Filecoin actually hit $100, man. That's pretty good, right? Just a move to $50 is a 10x. So $100 is a 20x, right? So that's a pretty good year. You get a 20x. That's a pretty good year. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video. And man, that was amazing what God just did there, because I had no clue that I couldn't remember. I said I don't have anything. I don't know anything about Filecoin in 2017. How was it really? I was questioning, was Filecoin really available in 2017? And then all of a sudden, I'm watching myself talk about Filecoin on Poloniex. Wow, on video I'm recording. That's amazing. God is so good, man. And so is the Holy Spirit and Yeshua, man. And that's why we talk about them on the channel, man. We don't care about what people say. We know they're real. We know we because we have a relationship with them, and because of things like this. You cannot make this stuff up, man. I had no clue that I talked about Filecoin, and then they brought it back to me. Now I remember it. It's like, that's awesome, man. Because I didn't want to disrespect Filecoin, right? But I had no recollection of Filecoin back in 2017. I don't think the coin market cap is right here. It probably came out in 2020. 'Cause I don't remember Filecoin. And all of a sudden, all that stuff came back, and I remember it clear as day. I remember Filecoin. So that was amazing. So shout out to God on that one. Peace out, God bless, and shout out to you guys for being awesome as well. And I'll see you guys next video. Filecoin to $100. Let the community know that currency has it going to $100. Top price of 2024. All right, and then into the thousands in 2025. So they'll probably be excited about that. Peace out. God bless. Bye.